Shalom, shalom, Israel, coming back at you with another lesson. Lord willing, this is edifying. First off, giving all praise, all honor, all glories to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Racha, Hudash. Double honors to the apostles and the elder bishops of Great Millstone, and all the teachers out there pushing this word in truth, with truth and sincerity. May you be of the elect. Shalom to all the Akim and the Aquat out there listening and learning. You Israelites, so-called Negroes, Hispanic, Native, and Seminole Indians, who are the true children of Israel, as well as you speckled bird, Israelite foreigners, the Israelites that look like, act like, and take on the customs of all these heathen nations. So to you, I say Shalom. This lesson is brought to you by the Spirit and the power of Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai. Yahweh being the true name of our Father, the God of the Bible, the God of the Israelites, Bah Hashem meaning in the name, and Yahweh Shai being the only begotten Son of Yahweh, who the world ignorantly calls by the name of JC. So this is inspired by recent events. All right, it's been a lot of things happening in Israel. Uh, you know, pretty much, dropping out, you know, letting go of the plow, putting things off, not listening to commandments, or not necessarily commandments, but not listening to our elders, things like that. And basically, just not really being able to handle our shit. And when I say us, I mean I'm just speaking as a whole. And I think, and I'm just speaking as a man at this point, I think it's just because a lot of times Jake be forgetting the why and the what. I've mentioned this a couple times in a few lessons. You got to always remember the why and the what. Why? Why did Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai choose me? Why me of all people? And the what? What is the purpose? And I believe fully if you keep those things in mind, those two, the why and the what, you pretty much stay on your tasks, right? There will be no room for trying to dissuade your mind as to why you're doing the tasks that you're doing, or having a evil thought in your mind to talk back because you're getting rebuked, or just basically overall just to even say fuck it. And this is too much work. I'm just gonna go back into the world. Whatever happens, happens. That's a shitty ass attitude. Because again, there's quite a bit of people upon the face of the earth. And so the Lord saw something in you, woke you up to give you this opportunity, this wonderful opportunity to serve him. You don't want to take advantage of that. And you definitely don't want to gaff, put it off, shirk, right? You want to tend to, right? Because the whole point is to do what? Endure until the end. Right? So this lesson is called Remember That Why and What of Your Purpose in the Ministry. Right? The why. Why me of all people? I'm going to read John 15 and 16, of course. That's what always comes to my mind when I think about these things. And then I'm going to read 19 through 20. It says, John 15 and 16, ye have not chosen me, right? We did not choose Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. We didn't wake up one day and said, I want to serve the Lord. The Lord chose you, all right? He chose us. Ye have not chosen me, but I have chosen you and ordained you that ye should go forth, that ye should go and bring forth fruit, and that your fruit should remain, right? To be able to gain this information, this wisdom, and to understand it, and go out and go teach, and then wake up the hopeful elect, right? That's your fruit. And it remaining, basically, they grab the plow as well, and they plowing, and they holding fast to it. It's no different than when you get a job somewhere and they say, hey, if you got any referrals that come here to work, and if they stay here a certain amount of time, we'll give you a bonus. All right. It's the same in a sense. right? It's the same kind of setting, okay? That your fruit should remain, that whatsoever ye shall ask of the Father in my name, right? Whose name? Yahweh Shai's name. Because in order to get to Yahweh, you have to go through Yahweh Shai, all right? He may give it you. If ye were of the world, all right, this is verse 19, Slakia. If ye were of the world would love his own. How many of us went through this lifetime and just didn't feel like we fit in nowhere, right? Or even if you did fit in, you still felt odd. You still felt like you shouldn't even be in that. Like that's not really who you are, okay? And they mocked you, they scoffed, talked shit, right? Disallowed you, right? Last one called to a hangout or a party, a gathering, not called at all, okay? Niggas talk shit behind your back. The list goes on. So if you've ever felt like that, okay, that's because you're not of the world. You doing this work, this is where you're supposed to be. So again, John 15 and 19 says, if you are of the world, and this is Yahweh Shai speaking, if you are the world will love his own, because the world is enmity with the Most High. The world loves worldly things. The world loves wickedness, iniquity, okay? Everything contrary to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. If you were of the world will love his own. You will be loved by these people in the world, but you're not. But because ye are not of the world, but I have chosen you out of the world. You see that? You were handpicked out of the world. Okay? You're not of the world. He chose you out of the world. Therefore, the world hateth you. Because we don't fit in, man. Very famous line when I was a shorty by a MC named um, Too Short. And one of his songs, Get In Where You Fit In. Yeah. How many of us really did that our whole lives, trying to get in where we fit in? You see? Get in where you fit in, right? Therefore the world hateth you. Remember the word that I said unto you, the servant is not greater than his Lord. So everything that Yahweh Shai went through, guess what? You in this truth, you in this walk, you're going to have to go through it as well. Look at everything they did to him. We're not greater than him. Okay? If they have persecuted me, they will also persecute you. And that's something we're going to have to look forward to, is the persecutions. Gird up thy loins like a man, right? You should have counted the cost before you took hold of this plow, right? The Lord saw something in you and pulled you into this truth. Understand that. He obviously knows that you can do it. You have to know that you can do it. This is why you don't want to be plagued in the mind. Okay? The servant is not greater than his Lord. If they have persecuted me, they will also persecute you. If they have kept my saying, they will keep yours also. You see that? If you trying to walk in the ways of Yahweh Shai, you're gonna have to go through some things. But you're gonna have to remember your why. Why he put me through this? Because he know you can do it. Yahweh Shai said, I overcame the world, you can too. Do you believe him? Do you believe what Yahweh Shai has said? Do you have faith? But then act like it. Do what you need to do. Right? You're gonna fall, you're gonna slip, but you get right back up and you keep marching, man. You don't fall and oh, woe is me, I scraped my knee. Oh, I twisted my ankle. No, you get the hell up and you keep moving, man. You have to endure as a good soldier. Soldier ain't gonna get shot and just lay on the fucking ground or twist his ankle and just lay on the ground and just discard the mission. That's a mission failure all to your own self. Not including the mission itself. You failed yourself. You quit yourself. You gave up on yourself. The Lord didn't wake you up just to be a fucking pussy, man. He woke you up because there's something in you, and He knows that you can endure. You have to know it. Just like I be telling my son, you a smart little dude. You just have to know it. I see that. I see what you could do. You slow down. You take your time. Don't be hasty, and pay attention. Focus. Okay, and he can do the things that he needs to do. He just be giving up on it. He don't even, he'll do something and just try it one or two times. Oh, yeah. Man, fuck that, man. Practice makes perfect. You're not gonna get it all in one go. Just like these dumbass people that go to gyms think they if I work out one day, then I'm gonna be swole like Murph. No, you gonna have to hit the gym 10 years to look like Murph, nigga. It ain't gonna come in one day. Rome wasn't even built in a day, right? United States wasn't built in a day. It takes time to build things. It takes time to be perfected in this truth. And even then, you could do this 30, 40, 50 years. You're still not going to be perfected. Why? Because we're in these chains of darkness. We're in the flesh. We're not going to be perfect. But you can damn sure, do your best to do so. You have to endure, man. Okay, again, verse 20. Remember the word that I said unto you, the servant is not greater than his Lord. If they have persecuted me, they will also persecute you. If they have kept my saying, they will keep yours also. So if you in this walk, remember why you are in this walk, because the Lord saw something in you, all right, to be able to do it. Okay? Isaiah 49, I'm gonna read 1 through 3. Listen, O isles, unto me. Listen up, Israel, and hearken, ye people from far. Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai has called me from the womb. From the bowels of my mother has he made mention of my name. And he has made my mouth like a sharp sword. Because is this word not like a sharp sword? Right? Hebrews 4 and 12. Matter of fact, let me get it real quick since I mentioned it. This is Hebrews 4 and 12. It says, the word of the Most High is quick and powerful and sharper than any two-edged sword, piercing even to the dividing asunder of soul and spirit. This word will cut right through you, either to humble you or to have you mock, scoff, go off. Okay? It's gonna do one of two things. It's gonna bring you into this fold, or it's gonna spit you out. All right? Piercing even to the dividing asunder of soul and spirit and of the joints and marrow, and is a discerner of the thoughts and intents of the hearts. You see? So going back to this Isaiah 49, verse 2, it says, and he has made my mouth like a sharp sword. In the shadow of his hand hath he hid me, right? Because we trust in Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. He is our protector. All right. You in his hands on a good level, you ain't got nothing to worry about. Right? And made me a polished shaft. Right? Marveled, I guess you could say marveled after. But basically somebody worth paying attention to in a sense. Okay? Because you have the words of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Right? And those that's of the fold are going to listen. Okay? In his quiver hath he hid me. And he said unto me, thou art my servant, O Israel, in whom I will be glorified. So you walk with Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, basically you ain't got nothing to worry about. Are you going to go through some things? Of course you are. Of course. Again, we are not greater than our master. So you're going to go through things. but he's going to have care for you. Okay? Psalm 127:4. As arrows, and I'm reading this because of that verse 2. It says Psalm 127:4. As arrows are in the hand of a mighty man, so are children of the youth. Right? Because again, you go back up here, verse 2. It says, in his quiver hath he hid me. See, we safe with Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Psalms 127:4 again, as arrows are in the hand of a mighty man, so are children of the youth. Right? The hopeful elect are good to go. Right? Proverbs 11:30. The fruit of the righteous is a tree of life, and he that winneth souls is wise. That's your fruit remaining. All through the power and the spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Right? Because that's the whole purpose of the prophets, is to wake up the hopeful elect. That's it. This is not our show. We're just doing what the Lord asks us to do. This is our why that we're in this truth. Okay? So when you think about, oh, it's getting too heavy, it's getting too much, remember the why. He saw something in you. Do you not believe in his words? Do you not believe his judgment? His choice to pick you? Isaiah 27:6. He shall cause them that come of Jacob to take root. Israel shall blossom and bud and fill the face of the world with fruit. And how do we do that? By the way of the internet. Thanks to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, right? For putting in a Jake spirit to create the internet, which these Edomites fucking hate, because now we can see everything that they be on. That's how this word has gone through all four corners of the earth by the way of the internet, the unicorn, the satellites in the sky. Right? Everybody has heard, everybody has seen about the Israelites, right? And this fruit has gone all over, right? The elder apostles didn't go all over the world to teach this word. Once they put their stuff up on the internet, it was boop 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 boop, fruit everywhere. Boop 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 boop. Now, Great Millstone is all over the place, man. That's beautiful. That's a lot of fruit. Okay. He shall cause them that's like Isaiah 27:6. He shall cause them that come of Jacob to take root. Right? The men of the Lord. Those that came back to the statutes, laws, the commandments, the obedience of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Take root, right? Grounded, right, in this faith. Israel shall blossom and bud and fill the face of the world with fruit. So that's the why, right? Why? Why? Why did he choose me? To be a servant and a friend, a brother. So if you keep that in mind, right, holding fast that which is good, which is knowing this information here, keep plowing, keep it moving, right? Endure. Now, the what? What is the purpose? Jeremiah 29, I'm going to read 11 through 14. For I know the thoughts that I think toward you, saith Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, thoughts of peace and not of evil, to give you an expected end. Then shall you come, then shall you call upon me, and you shall go and pray unto me, and I will hearken unto you. You see that? So, what is your purpose? To work for Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. You saw what he thinks about you. Okay? For the hopeful elect. Okay? And to do what? Call upon the names of Yahweh and Yahushai. None other names, man. Ain't no other names gonna help you out. Then shall ye call upon me, and you shall go and pray unto me, and I will hearken unto you. Because he only hears us. He does not hear sinners. He doesn't hear no 2/3. He doesn't hear the heathen. Why? Because he knows their thoughts. He knows their intents. He knows who just calling just to, oh, I'm doing it to be seen, or oh, I'm doing it because I'm in trouble. Any other time, I'm not bothering. That's funny. On my phone, somebody called with spam risk after I said that, because that's true, man. They're spam, all right, and they risk hellfire. But verse 13 it says, "And ye shall seek me and find me when ye shall search for me with all your heart." See, seek Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Right? Seek ye first the kingdom, and all these things shall be added unto you. Roughly paraphrasing. Verse 14, it says, "I now will be found of you, saith Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, and I will turn away your captivity, and I will gather you from all the nations and from all the places whither I have driven you, saith Yahweh, and I will bring you again into the place whence I caused you to be carried away captive." Bring us back to our homeland. Bring us back to our heritage of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. Okay? So, what's the purpose? What was the purpose of him calling you out from the world and bringing you into this? To get you away from all the bullshit, to bring you into life, to have a way to escape out of death. Ephesians 2, and I'm going to read 8 through 20. "For by grace are you saved through faith, and that not of yourselves. It is the gift of the Most High." So the Most High had to give you specifically this gift. Because again, you didn't just wake up saying you're going to serve the Lord. Oh, no, 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 no. He chose you, He gave you the gift of faith. You see? So realize the gravity of that alone. That's like a whole, you went to like a seminar or something, like over 100 some people, and they say, I have one gift up here. I have one gift, and I'm just gonna just give it to somebody random. All them people, he came right up to you and said, I want you to have this. You're gonna be floored. You just, what? Oh man, all these people, and I got it. Yeah. So the Lord saw something in you, okay? The why are you doing this work? Okay? Why you should continue? What is the purpose? All right? This is it, man. "For by grace are you saved through faith, and that not of yourselves. It is the gift of the Most High, not of works, lest any man should boast. For we are his workmanship, created in Mashiach Yahushai unto good works, which the Most High had before ordained that we should walk in them." See? Has before ordained from the beginning, man, that we shall walk in them. "Wherefore, remember that ye being in time past Gentiles in the flesh, who are called uncircumcision by that which is called the circumcision in the flesh made by hands." Right? Remember your time and place before this walk. Okay? Remember that. Always think about that. I think about it all the time. Lord could have left me being amongst the 2/3. He could have left me being asleep. So when I'm always thinking of the why and the what, I'm able to keep going. Right? Verse 12, "That at that time ye were without Mashiach, being aliens from the commonwealth of Israel." Not fucking green army, man, meaning strangers. Okay? "And strangers from the covenants of promise, having no hope, and without the Most High in the world." Man, what's my purpose in this world? I'm just going through life, just vibing, so to say. What is my purpose? What am I supposed to be doing? I can't get in. I can't fit in with no people around me. All right. Everything I do, it seems like it's just I'm taking 2 steps back. What am I supposed to be doing? Lord woke you up. Now you know what your purpose is. You know the why and you know the what. You just have to hold on to it and believe it. Okay? Verse 13. But now, in Mashiach Yahushai, you who sometimes were far off and made nigh by the blood of Mashiach. Let me read that again. Verse 13. But now, in Mashiach Yahushai, ye who sometimes were far off are made nigh by the blood of Mashiach. You see? Again, we're part amongst the 2/3, and now you taken out of the world. You see? Now we're closer to Yahushai. Now we're closer to Yahweh. Whereas before we were far away, spiritually dead. This all up in the world, man. Even trying to find your place in the world, you're still all the way off, man. At least the people in the world know their place in the world because they're worldly. You see? Verse 14 it says, for he is our peace, who hath made both one and hath broken down the middle wall of partition between us, having abolished in his flesh the enmity, even the law of commandments contained in ordinances, for to make him in himself of twain one new man, so making peace, and that he might reconcile both unto the Most High in one body by the cross, having slain the enmity thereby, and came and preached peace to you which were afar off, and to them that were nigh. Right? For those that knew they were Israelites, those that didn't know they were Israelites, right? Those that did practice, those that didn't practice, right? He came unto us to let us know, hey, y'all, you are Yasharallah. Right? Come serve Yahweh Shem Shai. Come do the work of Yahweh Shem Shai. Right? Come find out where true life is. Verse 18. For through him we both have access by one spirit unto the Father. By doing what? Calling upon Yahweh Shai in order to call on Yahweh. Why do you think we say call Halayim La Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai Bahashem Rachak Wadash? All praises to Yahweh in the name of Yahweh Shai, in the name of the Holy Spirit. Because in order to get to Yahweh, you have to go through the door. You have to go through Yahweh Shai. Okay? That's the one spirit unto the Father. Now, therefore, ye are no more strangers and foreigners, but fellow citizens with the saints and of the household of the Most High, and are built upon the foundation of the apostles and prophets, Yahushua Mashiach himself being the chief cornerstone, in whom all the building fitly framed together groweth unto an holy temple in the Lord, because we are those lively stones, right? The Ish people talking about some building a third temple in Israel. They didn't quite get the understanding, right? It's not about temples made by man's hands, right? We are those lively stones. We are the temple, all right? In whom all the building fitly framed together groweth unto an holy temple in the Lord, in whom ye also are builded together for an habitation of the Most High through the Spirit. You see? That's the whole purpose of being in this work, in this walk, to be one of the stones in this temple. It's like there are some types of foundations out there where if they're building something, if you put in a donation, you can actually have a stone with your name on it, maybe even a date, and that stone will be placed within that building, right, for recognition. The recognition for us is us doing the work of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. The reward, your salvation. Second part of that salvation, receiving that crown through Yahweh Shai. You see? So there's a reward for doing that which is pleasing unto Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. This is 1 Corinthians 6, and I'm going to read 19 through 20. It says, what? Know ye not that your body is the temple of the Holy Ghost, which is Yahweh, right? Which is in you, which ye have of the Most High, and ye are not your own? These are borrowed bodies. All right. And I've said this even when I was in the world, and I've always believed that we are souls with bodies, not bodies with souls. Okay, I'm gonna say that again. We are souls with bodies, not bodies with souls. All right. We're not a freaking remote control with the battery. We are the battery. We're placed in a remote. Okay, if you can understand that. So our bodies are borrowed from Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Right? And so with that, or even just understanding that matter, you want to do your best with it. All right, you want to treat it right. This is your temple. How you see your temple is how you gonna dwell in it. Okay. Verse 20 it says, "For ye are bought with a price." How? Because Yahweh Shai got up on the cross for us. He paid the price for us, man. There was an outstanding balance, and he paid it for us. So now that having that understanding that he paid that for us, we're not gonna take the credit card and go build it up again, man. That's basically saying thank you, but fuck you. I'm gonna do what I want. No, you're gonna do your best to keep that balance low, offend less, right? You're gonna do that which is pleasing to the Lord, man, right? Because we got our own credit that we built up, outstanding balance that we built up ever since. Because again, we've been here many, many, many times. There's a lot that we got to pay for. For ye are bought with a price, therefore glory the Most High in your body and in your spirit, which are the Most High's. You see, borrowed bodies. Romans, the 12th chapter. Let me get that. I did that because pretty much all of Romans, the 12th chapter, is bringing my point. This is Romans and chapter 12, starting at verse 1. It says, "I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of the Most High, that you present your bodies a living sacrifice, holy, acceptable unto the Most High, which is your reasonable service." It is our reasonable service to serve the Lord. What's my why? What's my what? What's the what? This is the what. This is the why and the what. Okay? Verse 2. "And be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that you may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of the Most High." Right? Trimming things off, man. If it's not profitable to you and serving Yahweh Shem Yahushai, you gotta cut it off. It's not gonna come overnight. It's little by little. You gotta learn how to trim that shit off, man. You gotta put off the ways of the world. Right? That's why it says, "And be not conformed to this world." Right? Being on your phone, scrolling all day. Get some fucking discipline. Turn that shit off, man. Is it profitable to just scroll, looking at fucking TikTok and Facebook and this? No, it's not. It's very unprofitable, right? These are all things to deter or steer you away from doing your works, hindering you spiritually, drawing you back into the world. Had that shit be limited, man. Would you rather have fruits and vegetables or fucking junk food to live off the rest of your life? What's gonna sustain you? What's gonna help your overall longevity? That's how this word is. That's how it is to seek Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Right? Seeking the Lord is the water that you can drink forever. The water upon the face of the earth, it will sustain you for a time, but even that can run out. The words ain't never gonna run out. Okay? Verse 3 it says, "For I say, through the grace given unto me, to every man that is among you, not to think of himself more highly than he ought to think." Don't be prideful, thinking you know something, you on some type of level, okay? But to think soberly, clear-minded, according as the Most High hath dealt to every man the measure of faith. For as we have many members in one body, and all members have not the same office, so we, being many, are one body in Mashiach, and every one members one of another, having then gifts different according Salakia, having then gifts differing according to the grace that is given to us, whether prophecy, let us prophesy according to the proportion of faith, or ministry, let us wait on our ministering, or he that teacheth on teaching, or he that exhorteth on exhortation, he that giveth, let him do it with simplicity, he that ruleth with diligence, he that showeth mercy with cheerfulness. So whatever measure of faith the Lord gave you, you recognize it and you run with it, right? You in this truth, and your lesson, a lot of your lessons is, talking bad about Esau, then bring it out, right? Coming down on the end of, bring it out. Talking about the missiles, bring it out. To help the body financially, do it. To exhortations, do it. You see, it's all about expounding and bringing much fruit of the gift that the Lord gave you. Okay. Verse 9, it says, "Let love be without dissimulation." IUIC ain't doing that. Look at the most recent news. An officer broke one of his lesser uh, men down. He broke his arm. Probably broke his orbital ridge on his eye socket. Could have blinded him. Right? Let love be without dissimulation. Right? Hypocrisies. Abhor that which is evil. Right? Shooeth away evil, man. Cleave to that which is good, which is Yahweh, Yahweh Shai, this word, the brethren, right? Be kindly affectionate one to another with brotherly love and honor, preferring one another, not slothful in business, fervent in spirit, serving the Lord. Whatever works the Lord gave you, put it forth. The world can wait. Again, seek ye first the kingdom. Everything else will come afterwards. If you do that which is pleasing to the Lord's going to work everything out in your favor. It may not be on your time, but he will. He knows what you have need of. He knows what you need in life. He knows what needs to be done. Okay? Just have faith. All right? Verse 12, it says, rejoicing in hope, patient in tribulation, continuing instant in prayer, distributing to the necessity of saints, helping the body out. Brother needs something. If you ain't got $40 that he need, you got two, give him two. You got 4 left over, there you go. Okay? Don't hurt yourself, but definitely help a brother out. That's the same as you giving a cup of cold water to a prophet. All right? Because ultimately you're doing this all for who? Yahweh Shai. For Yahweh. This is the why. This is the what. Rejoicing in hope, patient in tribulation, continuing instant in prayer, distributing to the necessity of saints, given to hospitality. Bless them which persecute you. Bless and not and curse not. All right? Because we gotta always remember a mercy, man. All right? And this is amongst our people, the Negroes, Hispanic, Native, and Seminole Indians. Okay? Distributing to the necessity of saints, given to hospitality. Bless them which persecute you. Bless and curse not. Rejoice with them that do rejoice, and weep with them that weep. Because we all one body. We all one. If one suffering, we all suffering. If one good, we all good. Don't they say that in the world? Nigga, if I get this money, nigga, if I'm eating, you eating. We eating. Same thing, man. That's how you know the scriptures is us. Bless them which persecute you, bless and curse not. Rejoice with them that do rejoice, and weep with them that weep. Be of the same mind one toward another. Mind, not high things. Okay? But condescend to men of low estate. This ain't about these worldly ass celebrities and government officials. It's about the prophets. It's about those that serve Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. Tend to them. You gonna spend your money? Spend your money on a friend. All right, them that's doing the works of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. Be of the same mind one toward another. Mind not high things, but condescend to men of low estate. Be not wise in your own conceits. Recompense to no man evil for evil. Well, he hit me, I'm gonna hit him back. He did me wrong, I'm gonna do him wrong. Then you're not then you're not doing the works of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. Okay? Provide things honest in the sight of all men, if it be possible, as much as lieth in you, live peaceably with all men. See? So if you doing that, then there's no way, again, verse 16, all right, it says, be of the same mind one toward another, mind not high things, but condescend to men of low estate. Point being here, be not wise in your own conceits. Recompense to no man evil for evil. All right? You don't do that. That's not wisdom. Okay? If it be possible, as much as lieth in you, live peaceably with all men. Dearly beloved, avenge not yourselves, but rather give place unto wrath. For it is written, vengeance is mine. I will repay, saith the Lord. You don't take matters in your own hands. You got a problem with that person? Hey, put all your cares upon Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. He got you. He's not a man that he should lie. He remembers what you're doing for him. He knows who's mocking and scoffing. He knows who doing what, who's saying what, who's plotting what. They're gonna be taken care of. You just do what you need to do. Remember your why and your what. Verse 20. Therefore, if thine enemy hunger, feed him. If he thirst, give him drink. For in so doing thou shalt heap coals of fire on his head. Be not overcome of evil, but overcome evil with good. You got to show the world that you are not worldly. You are not carnal. You are spiritual. The weapons of our warfare are not carnal. So remember that. All right? Our weapons are spiritual. The scriptures, the Bible is called a sword. This is the only weapon you use. Because again, this word is quick and powerful, like a two-edged sword. This is our weapon here. Okay? And it can do plenty. It don't need no gimmicks. It just do what it do. So your purpose is to serve and be grateful, humble, and love your brethren as you love Yahweh Yahushai. Matthew 22, and I'm going to read 36 to 40, which is also like Mark 12, 30, and 31. It says, Master, which is the great commandment in the law? Verse 37, Yahushai said unto him, Thou shalt love the Lord thy power with all thy heart, and with all thy soul, and with all thy mind. This is the first and great commandment. And the second is like unto it. Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. On these two commandments hang all the law and the prophets. Which is why, for anybody that knows the garment that I'm constantly wearing, right? It's a sackcloth, handmade. It took me a long time to create it. And on both shoulders, there's two seeds on each shoulder. That's the two great commandments. In the center, there's three dots. There's three seeds. Yahweh, Yahweh Shai, Yasharallah. On the bottom, on the ribbon of blue, which is also sackcloth, there's 6 seeds on the front, 6 seeds on the back. Self-explanatory, the 12 tribes. Again, so I can always remember my what and my whys. Okay? And that's pretty much the point. So, Lord willing, this was edifying. Giving all praise, all honor, all glories to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rakha Kodash. Double honors to the apostle and the elder bishops of Great Millstone, and all the teachers out there pushing his word and truth with truth and sincerity. May you be of the elect. Y'all better stay prayed up, repent. All right. Abba Babal, Kwam Yasharala, Shalom. Remember your what and your why.